versus the Bills, but pretty much all downhill from there. Dak threw a pick and lost one of 2 fumbles while also getting sacked 4 times. Zeke ran well early on, averaging nearly 6 yards a carry, but then Buffalo reeled off 26 unanswered points. Dak did lead Dallas to a second touchdown late in the 4th, but nope, too little, too late. Shannon, what was the turning point in this game for you?
Skip, I think there were a few, but I think the biggest one is that Buffalo was up against it. The Dallas Cowboys take their first drive and they go right down the field and score. And I knew this was a sign of desperation. And under no circumstances, even though they picked up the 4th down, there's nowhere in the coaching manual or the analytics will say, if you're in your own territory at the 20-yard line, it's 4th and 1, you're up 7, should you go for it? Because basically, if you miss it, you've just handed them at the bare minimum 3 points.
True.
You might hand them 7 points. Mm-hmm. They go on and get that first down, but then they stop them. That was Buffalo's moment to say, you know what? We can stop this team, because at that point, Skip, remember, they take the opening drive and they methodically go down the field, something the Cowboys had not done in a very, very long time.
Especially out of the gate.
Out of the gate.
Yeah.
Once they made that stop, they get the ball back, they go get a touchdown, they settle in from that point on. And the next thing you know, it snowballs into a situation where I was like, Skip, I tweeted immediately. I was like, why are they going for it? Skip, it's the first quarter. You're up 7, and you're going for it on 4. But see, you see what happened? Desperation. Jerry panicked, and it starts at the top, and it sent panic through the whole. Jason Garrett knows his better judgment. You're not going for it on 4th and 1 on your own 20. Skip, with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, you're going for it. You that desperate? And they went for it. And then they settled in. And Cole Beasley. You know, you talk bad about old Beasley.
So have you.
No,
you used to just ridicule him.
No. Yep. I'm glad you want Beasley, or you read Randall Cobb. Read off his number 1 year, he had 1,200 yards receiving. He went to the Pro Bowl. Beasley settled that thing in. Jordan Lewis, you see, Skip, and he talked about it after the game, says it's nice to have a coaching staff and teammates to believe in you. Skip, he went against these guys in practice every day for 2-3 years. He knew what he could do, but what frustrated him in that why he lashed out, Skip, remember, because when he went to Buffalo, he says took some shots at the Cowboys.
Did he? Yep.
Basically what it was is like, I'm cooking these guys in practice. Come game time, I get a pass here or I get a pass there. Now he's there, he's on pace to have career highs. And it feels good to him because every big play they needed, he came up with. Skip, there was a play after the turnover, they strip sacked Dak. And it was like, I think 2nd and 20. I thought my TV glitched because I had never seen this before. Josh Allen goes back to pass. And DJ, if we got this, can we cue this up? Skip, watch this. I thought my TV glitched. Watch this. He froze. I'm like, did my TV? I'm calling Roy. I said, Roy, you need to come get these TVs. Because he backs up the pass, and then he just come to a complete stop.
What did I just tell you about my pass rush?
What?
That was embarrassing.
Is that what you call the pass rush?
Yeah.
They go on and get a touch, and it leads to, I think if I'm not mistaken, a touchdown there.
Wait, is he still standing? Is he going to throw another one?
Skip, but I really thought my TV glitched because I had never seen a quarterback do this before. Because normally, you know, he's bouncing around, he's moving, but he comes to a complete stop.
He was serene.
And then, but the Cowboys defense couldn't get him off the field, Skip.
Nope.
They went 8 of 14, but they went 2 and 2 on 4th down.
Yep.
And I knew, Skip, you know when I knew it was over? When Josh Allen fumbled that ball and he got it and got the first down, I said it's over. It reminded you of the Andrew Luck play, but Andrew Luck scored a touchdown on it. Fumbled the ball, he got it and dove into the end zone. And from that point on, they never looked back. And Skip, I know you don't want to talk about this yet, but your guy, he went to bed yesterday. I'm mad. You know why I'm mad, Jen? You know why I'm mad, Jen? Because I had to work on Thanksgiving. My best customers want fresh, hot ales. And Thanksgiving was my day off. It's about me being with my family. I don't want to have to cook. I want somebody to cook for me. But I had to, and I'm a small operation, Skip. I have to pay my workers a time and a half when they come in on holidays.
You had to switch your whole theme from you only serve winners to now you only serve winners.
They didn't want to go for it because my best customers.
The winners wanted nothing to do with the restaurant.
When I got in the restaurant business, Skip, the one thing, you know, some great people told me, they says, now, your best customers, you got to make sure you get it right with them. Cowboys, my best customers. When they want fresh hot ales, I don't care what time of the night it is. I'm getting my butt down there to the restaurant. I'm going to open up for them. Had me working on Thanksgiving. Told you this was going to happen. Let's go, Buffalo.
My turn. Thank you very much. So, as we previously discussed, my team roared out of the gate, 75 yards in 9 plays, and the play of the day for me, the one that did my heart the most good, was the first Dallas play of the game. Because remember, Buffalo won the toss and said, nah, we'll give you the football.
Give you the ball.
And so they went Tom Brady. They said, you know, this is what Tom Brady loves to do. Boom, 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 7-0. Yeah. First play of the game. If we could see that, please, it's to Amari Cooper. Oh, remember him? The guy who caught no balls on Stephon Gilmore. They just said, you know what? You know, they've been planning that for 3 days.
Yes.
We are going to throw it to Amari on Tre'Davious White right out of the gate, just to say, you're back, we're back, here we go. And that was a here we go drive all the way home. Guess who caught the touchdown pass? That old man, Jason Witten. You can outrun. That's what you say. You can outrun him now. Yep. But somehow he got loose and scored. 7-0. Here we go. Then on the first Buffalo series, I saw something I rarely, if ever, there's a touchdown pass to Jason Witten, something that my staff, featuring Chris Richard, Rod Marinelli, they just don't do. This was actually a creative blitz on Josh Allen. And the backup safety who was in for Jeff Heath yesterday, Darian Thompson, here he goes. Off the edge, and he sacks Josh Allen. That was a rare sight, wasn't it? And I'm like, way to go, Rod Marinelli and Chris Richard. You came up with a pretty exotic blitz for them.
Well, at the back, he was picked.
He was?
Yeah, he should have been picked up.
He should have been picked up, but he wasn't. And it threw them back on their heels, and it forced, dare I say, a punt. Yep. And I thought, okay, here we go.
You got him, huh?
Okay, so now we get to the first 2 big Zeke runs, and I thought, eat, Zeke, eat.
Yeah.
Because they are backed up, and it's 1st and 10 at the 5-yard line, but Zeke goes for 13, and then a couple plays later, he goes for 30. But unfortunately, those yards were mostly on the wrong side of the field because they started at their 5-yard line. So that was really, if you want to boil this down, that was 2 carries for 43 yards, and he wound up with a grand total of 71 yards, so he had 38 yards on 10 other carries in the game. That's weird. So the point was that all of a sudden they get a batted down pass at the line of scrimmage, and it looked like Jason Witten was wide open in the middle of the field. And then guess who was in the game on 2nd and 10? Tony Pollard was already in the game. So Zeke is hot out of the gate, 2 big runs. Yeah. Well, what's he doing on the sideline? Is he huffing and puffing? Is he still not in game shape? He needed a blow on the sidelines. Yep. What are we doing?
That's what Tony Pollard.
I'm like, and I love Tony Pollard, but if Zeke's getting hot, if he's eating, well, what are you doing?
No, but remember, Skip, when he get 12, Tony Pollard get 12 plays, they're undefeated. So we try to get him those plays so y'all can stay undefeated.
But why would you get him plays on what looked like a Zeke drive toward 14-0?
But Skip, you want it both ways.
Hey, I'm trying to give you something here.
No,
I'm saying, what are we doing? So he gets 4, and then on 3rd down, they couldn't protect, and all of a sudden, Dak's under fire, and he bolts the pocket to the right, and he tries to fling one up to the sideline to Amari, and Tre'Davious gets there first and knocks the ball down. Yeah. Punt. So those 2 Zeke runs totaling 43 yards, a complete bust and waste, which brings us to your play of the day, which was the gamble on 4th and a foot. And by the way, CBS didn't get a chance to replay this because they went to the commercial break for the quarter break. Right. But it looked like Dak got it because he threw the ball across, I thought, the first down line, the line to gain, as they say. But we come back out of commercial break, and they're going for it. Right. I got to tell you, I loved it. Just because of the circumstance they were under, at least Jason Garrett showed a pulse. He just said, we are desperate. That's what that screamed. He screamed to the public, all or nothing. No, Skip, I told you this game was make or break, and that's the way he coached that play.
But you can't do that, Skip, because he has to be the voice of calm.
Okay.
If the pilot comes on and says we're going to crash, what the hell you think the passenger's going to do?
What happened?
They got it.
They got it.
But it showed Buffalo. They say those jokers are desperate.
And
we got him.
Okay, but did he hand it to 21? No. 4 just said, give me the
He barely got it. He barely got it, too.
He got it. I trust him to run on those kind of plays more than I trust 21.
Okay.
Because remember what happened to 21 out here at the Coliseum in a play coming out of the third to fourth quarter break? It was 4th and 1,
Skip,
and he couldn't get it.
What about his offensive line? You just said they were overpaid and they're not playing up to what they're getting paid?
But 4 can make his own holes, as he did on a couple of first down runs yesterday. But the point was, I thought when they got it that the message had been sent not to Buffalo, but to my team. Like, okay, here we go. Because if you go score off that, if that's the ignition play of the game, 14-0, help me out. Could they hang on to 14-0? I'd give them a shot.
Probably not.
You're probably right, but would I give them a shot to hold on 14-0? Because Buffalo doesn't have a quick strike offense like a...
Yeah, but if you're looking at, if I'm on the opposing team, I look at a team that's leading their division. They're up 7-0. What Jason Garrett showed is a team that has nothing to lose, that they're already out of the playoffs. So I'm gonna go for it every fourth down. I'm gonna play fake. I'm gonna fake punch you. I'm gonna onside kick you. That's what Jason Garrett showed. Hold
Okay,
up.
I'm not worried about what Buffalo thinks. I'm worried about igniting my team.
But you gave
inspiring. We're all of a sudden the Cowboys say, "Damn, our coach is out of his mind today. This is great. Let's go. Here we go. Launch." And they did launch because Dak dropped right back and hit Amari for 17 more yards. And I thought, okay, we got this. Here we go. And all of a sudden, it's 1st and 10 at the Dallas 41-yard line. This became, for me, the turning point play of the game. Guess who? 21 gets the ball. Zeke right up the gut, if we could see this. This is the play of the game. 13-18 in the second quarter. And
he slipped on the star.
Whoops. He slipped on the star, and
he slipped on something. Looked like he's on the yard.
Okay. The offensive line gets completely annihilated.
Yeah.
Zeke is going nowhere slowly, and it's -4 on first down. It's hard. I'm going to remind everybody, Buffalo came in ranked 3rd in the National Football League in points allowed. They are really good on defense.
Yes.
And they're I think they're getting a little better by the snap late in the year. They are really starting to take off.